tickled ivories, tapping toes, laughing eyes wherever she goes. A wink and nod, she takes the floor. Band strikes up, she wants more. Feathers in her Sunday hat, struts like a cat, no looking back. Every shoe shine boy she knew falls hard for a tickled ivory blues. Play it hot, play it fast, make that piano really last. She don't cry, she don't lose, she just sings those tickled ivory blues. She snaps her fingers, takes the lead, the whole joint moves to her speed. Trumpets shout, the drummer grins, the rhythm shakes from deep within. Her lipstick's loud, her laughter's light, spinning through the smoky night. Boys line up and girls all swoon. She owns that beat, she howls at the moon. Play it hot, play it fast, make that piano really last. She don't cry, she don't lose, she just sings those tickled ivory blues. She got 10 fingers and no regrets, dancing solos, cashing bets. She broke a heart in Baton Rouge with just one tune and fancy shoes. Play it hot, play it loud, shake the floor, draw a crowd. She don't wait, she don't choose, she just laughs with her tickled ivory blues.
He walked in slow, no coat, no name, lit by the neon and the rain. A cigarette with lips half bitten, a face from dreams I'd once rewritten. The jukebox hummed a faded tune. He asked me if I'd dance past noon. I lied, I laughed, I took his hand and spun like dusk across the band. The man in the gray felt hat, he smiled like trouble and wore it flat. He said love's just a borrowed code, then vanished like a whispered note. He didn't stay, but I'll never forget the man in the gray felt hat. He spoke in riddles, jazz and gin, and smelled like storms about to begin. We drank the dark till nothing stayed, just smoke, regret, and a slow parade. I asked his name, he kissed my hair, said names mean little when hearts lay bare. He left at dawn, no forward glance, just footsteps fading from our dance. The man in the gray felt hat, a mystery drawn on a vinyl flat. He played my heart like saxophones, then left me humming to myself alone. Still I dream of where he's at, that man in the gray felt hat. So if you see him, don't ask why. He lives in smoke, he loves goodbyes, but tell him once just this and that, I kept his song and his gray felt hat. like lemon pie and gin. Shoes untied, heart undone. You stole my shade, I stole your sun. You sang out loud in major keys. Drop sweet nothings like honeybees. We danced on roofs, we kissed too fast. We never meant for it to last. Lemon pie and gin, sugar on your chin. A love too wild to fit within. You stayed until the season burned, then left with all the lessons learned. I still taste you on my skin. Lemon pie and summer gin. You read me poems with your shoes off, laughed when I tried to act tough. We'd fall asleep with tangled feet, in heat too loud and lies too sweet. I knew the clock was ticking wrong, but still I wrote you into song. Now every chorus tastes like sin, like lemon pie and summer gin. Lemon pie and gin, mischief in your grin. A bittersweet that pulls me in. You blew away like dandelions, but stayed inside my crooked lines. And every night I drink again to lemon pie and gin. Some loves don't fade, they just ferment in memories and accidents. You were sharp and I gave in to lemon pie and gin. There's a candle in my window still. Its flame is soft but burning still. You said you'd come before it dies, but shadows only answer why. The curtain sways a silent sigh, each breeze a whisper of goodbye. The world sleeps on without a care, but I still set a place somewhere. The candle and the curtain know of how I watched you come and go, of how I held to each small spark when all you gave me was the dark. No note, no knock, no final bow, just the candle flickering now. Your coat still hangs near the door, the scent of smoke, the creak of floor. You left with jazz still in the air, but I don't think you knew I cared. I whisper songs we used to hum. Your part is gone, but I sing some. I light the wax and close my eyes and dream you're not just goodbye. The candle and the curtain weep for promises you didn't keep, for every night I hoped you'd show, and every time you didn't know. It's not the wind that shakes me now, it's the candle and what's not allowed. So let the wax melt one last line. I'll kiss the dark, pretend it's fine. You won't return, yet I allow that candle, that curtain, and me somehow.
They used to dance till the band went home. Now folks just sway to a silent phone. Words like darling are out of style, and hearts don't stay a while. They used to write on perfume sheets. Now love lives in deleted tweets. No flowers, no long goodbyes, just thumbs and tired eyes. No one calls it love no more. It's a fling, a text, a revolving door. No slow walks, no starlit sways, just fast nights that fade away. I'm still waiting by the old dance floor, but no one calls it love no more. She wore his coat through winter's chill. Now no one waits, they ghost at will. They talk of vibes, of chilling out, but never what love's about. Was it too much, those vows and rings? Or did we trade them for easier things? A love that lasts is hard to sell, when cheap love's fast and just as well. No one calls it love no more, just hookups, likes, and metaphor. No letters stained with sweet perfume, no torch songs sung in smoky rooms. I miss a time worth fighting for, but no one calls it love no more. So I'll play my tune and sip my rye, watch strangers pass with glassy eyes. I'll toast to hearts, though bruised. I don't miss you when the sky is blue, when morning's crisp and coffee's new. I don't hear your voice at noon, or see your face beneath the moon. But let the clouds begin to sigh, let thunder hum a lullaby, and suddenly it's you I find, dripping back into my mind. Only when it rains I feel your breath, soft as mist, loud as regret. The windshield weeps, the lamplight fades, and I recall your leaving days. You're gone from sun and window panes, but you still love me. Only when it
chase the chill. The tea goes cold, the clock stands still. The puddles pool like things unsaid, and thunder rolls through words I read. I swore I'd leave your name alone, but storms make strangers feel like home. I trace your letters down the glass, each drop a line I can't outlast. Only when it rains you find a way to haunt the notes I didn't play. The scent of rain, the creak of floors. You walk right back through silent doors. Your ghost, you echo sweet and plain, and you still love me only when it rains. So let it pour, I'll play along. I'll hum your name inside my song. You never stay, you just remain in every tear that falls like I hold the key that fits no lock, a silent room, an empty block. Footsteps fade down halls of stone, but still I stand here all alone. The door's not there where it once stood, just memories misunderstood. A whispered laugh, a faded smile, lost somewhere in the afterwild. One key, no door, just aching dreams, echoes fading in the seams. I try to find where loved ones stay, but all I have's this key betrayed. I trace the grooves of worn out wood, searching for what never could. A place to rest, a place to stay, but night steals all the light away. Maybe time will bring it back, or maybe it's just a crack in the heart where doors once swung and songs of love were softly sung. Just empty halls that won't be found. So here I stand with key in hand. a silent lock, a lost land. One keynote door, my heart's closed tight in shadowed rooms of endless night.
Mama's slippers on the stoop, faded plaid and soft and stewed. The morning sun would catch their thread like echoes of the things she said. She'd hum a song while steeping tea, some tune from 43 or 53. I never knew just what it meant, but now I hum it, heaven sent. She'd call me in when skies turn gray. Now it's her voice that fades away. Slippers on the stoop, ghosts within the hall, memories like perfume down the narrow wall. She's been gone a year or two, but sometimes I still swear I do hear her laugh, soft and true, with her slippers on the stoop. The radio plays Benny's band, the clarinet still understands. Her apron's folded, tucked away, but time can't press the past to stay. The swing still moves out back alone, as if she sat there on her own. I leave the porch light glowing low, so maybe her steps will echo. Slippers on the stoop, shadows on the floor, sunlight creeping under every door. She's been gone a year or two, but every fall the wind blows through, and it feels like something true in her slippers on the stoop. Slippers on the stoop.
There's moonlight on 52nd Street, saxophones and lovers meet. I hear you in each piano chord, a ghost in gloves and coat adored. Moonlight on 52nd Street, where every heartbeat skips a beat. In smoky clubs and whisper tunes, we slow danced under silver moons. You said don't wait, but time stood still as melodies bent to your will. Now every night that corner sighs in jazz and dreams and alibis. Moonlight on 52nd Street, where we were bold and time discreet. If love's a song, we were the beat, still echoing on 52nd Street. You said don't wait, but time stood still as melodies bent to your will. Now every night that corner sighs in jazz and dreams and alibis. Moonlight on 52nd Street, where we were bold and time discreet. If love's a song, we were the beat, still echoing on 52nd Street.
You wore his jacket when you came. It still held whispers of his name. I saw it hanging on your frame and knew this love would not be tame. Your kiss was kind but not brand new. It trembled like deja vu. We loved in shadows, touched in shame. Each heartbeat called someone else's name. Second-hand romance, worn and soft. We traded hearts that once got lost. You stitched your wounds with my regret. We built a love we might forget, a borrowed flame, a faded chance. We danced in second-hand romance. You laughed in lines that once were his. I read your hurt in every kiss, but I held on and so did you to something real, though not quite new. The past still knocks on both our doors like creaking steps on old dance floors. But hand in hand we mend and mend. Love doesn't break, it just pretends. Second-hand romance stitched with grace. We made a home in second place. We kissed like echoes in the hall and loved what time could not recall. Not perfect, no, but worth the chance to live in second-hand romance.
second-hand romance.
The lamp is low, the curtains sway, the clock forgets to tick today. The streetlights blur in window panes. I miss you most when it rains. The cafe hums a quiet tune. My coffee cools beneath the moon. Each drop recalls your sweet refrains. I feel it all when it rains. Only when it rains I hear your laugh again, like jazz notes dancing through the dark. Only when it rains I trace your name in steam and sip the silence where we spark. The scent of books, the creak of floors, the echoes hiding behind doors. Your memory gently still remains. It settles in like autumn rains. The storm rolls in like something true. Soft thunder hums a song of you. I close my eyes, but not my pain. You're always near when it rains. Only when it rains, your footsteps linger near on streets that never felt the same. Between the drops again. So let it pour, let heavens cry. You live in every lullaby, and I will wait through night and day for rainy skies to bring you back my way.
The sidewalk still remembers the way we used to dance. Your shoes were old and scuffed, but you still gave me a chance. Streetlight love in amber glow, steps in time so sweet, so slow. Your laugh would echo softly against the midnight stone. Now silence hugs the corners, and I walk these blocks alone. Rain once danced where we would sway. Now it just washes you away. the sidewalk still remembers every kiss and every spin. Though the night forgets our faces, these cracks recall where we had been. My heels click where you once stood. The concrete knows and it understood. A song hums from a diner like whispers from the past. I pause beside the lamplight where we swore we'd make it last. Your cigarette burns slow and blue right here where I still wait for you. Yes, the sidewalk still remembers every goodbye you didn't say, while I keep walking in circles on this broken cabaret. Though time has blurred your name and trace, this street still mourns your empty space. They say the city never sleeps, but parts of it still dream. And somewhere in these aging bricks, you're etched in quiet seams. I speak your name in tapping toes, and every echo somehow knows. A gust of wind, a turning leaf, and still no one arrives. The traffic light blinks lonely while the evening just survives. But the rhythm in this concrete beat still matches when we moved our feet.
Corner, eyes closed tight, breathing in sorrow, breathing out light. No one clapped, the crowd just swayed, but every note I felt it stay. His coat was thin, his shoes were worn, like every note he'd ever mourned. But when he saw me near the bar, he played like I had broke his heart. He played the blues for me, slow and deep, like secrets you whisper when you can't sleep. No words exchanged, no name, no key, just horn and hush and memory. That man, that night, that minor plea. He played the blues for me. His lips kissed brass like an old flame, each phrase a wound, each riff a name. I sip my gin, afraid to breathe in love with sounds I'd never leave. We never touched, we barely glanced, but in that solo we both danced. And though I left before the end, he plays in dreams I can't defend. He played the blues for me like he knew all that I lost, all I couldn't do. His song still waits on lonely streets where memories and jazz compete. And in my soul just music taking pain away. I never saw his face again, but I still feel that last refrain.
Beneath the willow tree, the stars above, just you and me. You named them like they were our own, but now I chase the night alone. You spoke of Paris, Rome and rain, of castles made from window panes. I listen close, I dare to dream, but nothing's ever what it seems. You reached for skies too wide to hold, and left me in the evening cold. Stars I couldn't keep, you wished on them so deep, but I just watched them fall for you, each one a lie I thought was true. You soared beyond my sleep with stars I couldn't keep. I still remember how you danced, barefoot grace and reckless chance. I kept the rhythm, kept the beat, but never learned to chase your feet. Love was just a borrowed flame. You left behind your voice, your name. Now galaxies no longer speak. They shine then vanish in a streak. Stars I couldn't keep still whisper while I sleep. They flicker through the blackened sky and disappear without goodbye. You were too bright, too steep, just stars I couldn't keep. Now I hum a lullaby to constellations passing by. You dream too high, too wide, too deep. You were one of those stars I couldn't keep.
The trumpet cried just like I did, behind my veil, behind my lid. Each note a sigh, each chord a tear, played soft enough so none could hear. He laughed when autumn kissed the street. The jazz kept playing bittersweet, and though I smiled beneath my rouge, my soul was humming something huge. Teardrops fall in time with brass. Each one echoes what did not last. My heart was loud, his love was brief. Now jazz and sorrow share my grief. The saxophone, it knew my name and played our past like sacred flame. I held the glass, I bit my lip, each memory like honey's drip. The crowd all danced, but I sat still, their joy a wall I couldn't fill. And yet I stayed through pain and swing, a silent girl who couldn't sing. Teardrops fall in time with brass, reflected in the trumpet's glass. He kissed, he vanished like refrain. Now jazz is all that soothes the pain. But music heals in smoky waves. It fills the cracks love never saves. And though he's gone, his echo stays in every chord the trumpet plays. Teardrops and trumpets both still play in smoky bars where ghosty lay. The song goes on, the lights grow dim, and I learn how to dance without him. Blue teacup on the window ledge, lipstick stain at the porcelain edge. Steam still dances in the air, but the chair across sits bare. You left the sugar, took the sun, said goodbye before the day begun. Now every clink, every quiet sip echoes where you touched my lips. Blue teacup, tell me how to hold a heart that's gone somehow. The spoon still stirs a love grown cold, but silence is the story told. You're not here, yet you're not quite fled. Blue teacup, window ledge. I water the plant you used to name. It leans towards light, it's not the same. Your coat still hangs on shore, unsure, a scent that says I was here before. Mornings stretch like satin lies, soft and smooth where truth still hides. But all I need's a second chance, just tea and I.
Blue teacup, whisper low, where did all the sweetness go? The sugar's there, the china fine, but missing you don't age like wine. I'd break the cup, but not the pledge. Blue teacup, window ledge. If you return or never do, this cup will keep the shape of you, a fragile vow on fragile edge. That blue teacup still on the ledge. In a drawer by the bed, wrapped in blue, lies a locket and a note from you. It doesn't tick, it doesn't chime, but it holds a sweeter time. Inside is a photo, faded, torn, two kids dancing through a summer storm. And though your hands are long gone, I still wear your song. A locket and a song, that's all I keep, to hold me through the nights I weep. Your voice in vinyl, soft and warm, a whisper from a love well worn. No diamond ring, no final dawn, just a locket and a song. I play your tune on the old Victrola. Dust in the air, smell of cola. Your laughter cracks on the second verse. It breaks me, but I never curse. Some move on, some tear the thread, but I sleep in what we left unsaid. Your tie still hangs by the bedroom door, and I still hum you evermore. A locket and a song, soft and true, the only parts I still have of you. No need for words, the notes belong to every heart that's loved too long. I don't move on, I sing along to my locket
The chandeliers begin to dim, gloves slip off, violins grow thin. You held me close but not too tight, like someone saying soft goodnight. The punch was warm, the laughter bright, but I saw snow in your eyes that night. You said just one more song to go, but you were gone before the bow. Last waltz at the winter ball, I felt the rise before the fall. You twirled my heart with practiced grace, then vanished into velvet space. They cheered, they clapped, none saw at all that we just danced our final call. The floor grew slick with melted dreams, my heels still clicked in silent gleams. Your coat was gone, your boutonniere left behind like frozen air. And maybe love's a season brief, a rose that blooms between the grief. But even frost can hold a spark when lit beneath a ballroom dark. Last waltz at the winter ball, you smiled like we had years and all, but snowflakes fell like chandelier tears as I stood still. Through silent cheers I turned to ask, but hit a wall. It truly was the final call, the final call, the final call. The band has packed, the dancers fled, but echoes waltz inside my head. I'll never dance that way again, that last waltz with you back then.
The station clock reads pain. A sigh beneath the midnight train. It groans like hearts that never heal. Steel wheels chasing something real. I clutch the ticket you forgot. A promise faded on the spot. The whistle blew, but not for me. It only sang of used to be. And I waited by the yellow line, counting dreams that weren't mine. The track stretched on without a sign. Midnight train, no arrival time. The benches whisper tales in rust. where passengers once placed their trust. I watch the cars go rolling past, each one a ghost, each memory cast. Maybe you missed it, maybe you changed, maybe that silence was prearranged. But here I stay in platform light, where even stars have left the night. The board went blank, the echo stayed, like perfume in a dress long frayed. And now I ride the thought of you on tracks that split the night in two. Still I'm standing by the yellow line, no name called, no loving sign, just steel and smoke and mist design. Midnight train, no arrival time. Midnight train, no arrival. Stood beneath that lonesome streetlight, clutching words I couldn't say. The skyline blinked 1,000 stories, but none would look my way. A suitcase full of almost on a curve that knew my name. The taxi hummed a soft surrender, its meter ticking time. A love that once lit every corner now fades like closing signs. I kissed the cold on this night and hoped the stars would mind. The city slept through my goodbye, not a soul to hear me cry. No windows open, no curtains swayed, no jasmine played. As I walked away, my footsteps echoed in the mist, while neon sighed and twilight kissed. The diner seats were still and waiting, our booth held only dust. The coffee pot, long since retired, still smelled of morning trust. I left a note beneath your name on a napkin turned to rust. The city slept through my goodbye, not a whisper, not one why. The pigeons stirred but didn't care, the rain just mumbled in the air. I wore my grief like last year's coat, too heavy now, too full of notes. If cities dream, then dream of us, of midnight laughs and subway rush, of hands held close on fire escapes, and love that filled the firelight space. But cities don't, and hearts still break, even when no sirens wake. Stretches down the boulevard, and
still you're far from me, but somewhere in the silence a trumpet mourns in key. And though you'll never know it, I left love on 12th and Lee. The city slept through my goodbye, no fanfare, no reply, just streetlight halos cracked in gold and memories growing old. But I walked on with open skies, the only one who said goodbye. I stood beneath the amber glow, a phone booth bathed in rain. I whispered words I meant for you, but silence came again. The night held tight in its cigarette, the sky refused to cry, and in the fog my voice got lost, no echo for goodbye. I dialed your name in memory, each ring a phantom hum, but ghosts don't speak and shadows sleep, and no reply would come. The city sighed a lonesome tune, the clock forgot to chime, and in the blur of midnight mist I lost what once was mine. The fog took my answer, stole it from the air. I called out in longing, but nothing was there. The street lamp just flickered, the sidewalk stood still, and all that was spoken hung cold in the chill. I traced your name on window glass, it vanished with my breath, like every plan we ever made, now faded into death. A saxophone cried down the street, its notes too sad to stay. I turned around, but all I found was dawn an hour away. The fog took my answer, swallowed up the sound. No stars bore witness, no comfort was found. The city unknowing kept turning its wheels, while I held a silence too heavy to feel. I wonder if you ever knew the words I couldn't send. I spoke them all beneath the moon, too late for them to mend. If love's a flame, then mine still burns through mist and time and fear. But fog is cruel, it muffles truth and makes the heart unclear. The fog took my answer, left me with the sky. No letter, no closure, no reasons why. I stood left your pearls on the windowsill, a trail of grace that lingers still. Your scent is soft in the morning air, a ghost of touch, you're everywhere. The satin sheets still hold your shape. My hands recall but can't escape, like smoky jazz through summer gloom. Your pearls and perfume in this room, pearls and perfume. You haunt the night, a whisper warm, a fading light. Though you're gone, you never move. You're stitched inside my soul's own groove. The coffee cools, the vinyl spins. The day begins where love rescinds. I pour your drink, I light your smoke, pretend the past was just a joke. The chandelier blinks once or twice, like stars that dim and sacrifice. But still you bloom in every tune, my bittersweet, my silk monsoon. Pearls and perfume, you haunt the night, a whisper warm, a fading light. Though you're gone, you never move. You're stitched inside my soul's own groove. The mirror holds your lipstick trace, the ghost smile I can't erase. I dance alone in candlelight, pretending you'll be back tonight. Pearls and perfume, my midnight muse. Your memory I never lose, though time may sweep your scent away. You linger here and always stay. Your pearls, your perfume, still mine.
You wrote from Havana, July 44, on a napkin stained with rum from the shore. You said the trumpets played until 2, but you only danced with ghosts, not someone new. The stamp was crooked, the ink had bled, but I saw your lips in all you said. Cigars and sunsets, mango heat, your words still stick to these dusty streets. Postcards from Havana, curled at the seams, smelling of salt, cigars and dreams. You promised you'd be back by fall, but some summers don't end at all. I read your lines like rosary beads, postcards from a heart that bleeds. Play Paris, Prado sway. I close my eyes, you're miles away. You always chase the sound of brass, but left our slow song in the past. I wrote you back, but never sent. Words dried like wax where fire went. Now I just file your notes like sins and wait for dusk where memory begins. Postcards from Havana, sun-streaked and worn, from love that wilted before it was born. Your words were sweet, your silence deep. Now only paper helps me sleep. So send no more, I've got enough of stamps and dreams and distant love. Your ink and rum and broken rhymes, a summer sealed in foreign times.
The lamplight bends across the street where echoes dance with shuffled feet. That corner still remembers this, the warmth, the hush, our midnight kiss. A passerby with eyes like rain stirs up the ghosts I can't explain. Your laugh once lit the twilight air. Now only silence lingers there. On the corner where we used to kiss, I still stand wrapped in what I miss. The world moved on
Your coat would brush against my sleeve. We'd talk of dreams we have believed. Now storefronts close with nothing said, and I walk home with you in my head. That corner knows what goodbye costs, the scent of you, the time I lost. I cross the street, my steps remiss, back to the place we used to kiss. The saxophone plays soft and slow, as if it knows I won't let go. Streetcars sigh, the clock insists, but love still waits in broken ribs, a wilted rose, a lipstick trace, still haunt the air, still stain this place. I press my lips to fading night, hoping your ghost will feel it right. At the corner where we used to kiss, each raindrop sings of what I miss. No lips, no hands, no final twist, just me and jazz and emptiness. Your hand trembled on midnight's breath, a whisper curled in cigarette smoke. The city sighed through the window pane, and time played a solitary joke. The record spun a ghostly tune of promises lost in the steam. Her heels tapped slow on marble floors, chasing shadows in a half-formed dream. The clock struck nobody, just the walls and air. No arms to hold her in the cafe's glare. Only silence drank her bitter tea, while neon lights blinked back gently.
beside the lamp's forgiving glow. She hummed a song from 42, when love was fast and jazz moved slow. No knock, no key, no worn fedora shade, just empty shoes near the fire escape. She turned the radio up instead. The trumpet wept what he never said. The clock struck nobody, the chair stayed bare, not even footsteps on the old wood stair. She danced alone with memory, while dusk grew into reverie. And as the sky dissolved in blue, the stars all kept their distance too. She lit one last match for clarity. The clock struck nobody, only she.